Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Summoner. I'm your host, the Game of Darius. Last we left off, we're back, and I'm pretty much gonna pummel everything along the way to get those, Sorry, it's also been 20 hours since I've actually paid attention to the plot, seeing as I pretty much skipped every cutscene and pressed X to continue my way through nearly every single goddamn conversation in the game. But I've come back to town because the demons are running amok. 4 of them, I know offhand where 2 of them are, maybe 3, and I have to collect the rings off of them. No, I have to get the knot dwarves to make me some rings so that I can entrap them again. That's it. And once I got the rings, I can then proceed with trapping them. Yes. This was my plan all along. I knew what I was doing. And there were just a lot of random ass quests that I also did that I'm like, I'm very much one of those guys that when I start a dungeon, I like to finish it completely. So when you got shit like, oh hey, here's 6 drams of freaking blood from a gargoyle, it's like, okay, the hell am I gonna do with 6 drams of blood from a gargoyle? And then you realize, oh wait, okay, this is a quest that I'm required to do. And trying to remain as spoiler free from the plot, you want to not read the walkthrough in its entirety. So, you know, you go and help the theater troupe. Yeah, this is one of the plots. There's a theater troupe in the park of the the Crown District, rather, and they're not allowed to play they're not allowed to play for the court anymore because of some stupid thing they did. And in order to get them allowed to play for the court again, they needed to needed to get 6 drams of gargoyle's blood so that the lantern maker can make specific lanterns? Okay. Couldn't you guys just send me out to fight against dragons or something? That's fun. Oh god. Is 2 liches gonna be too much for me? I do have counterattacking, which is a nice ability. Yeah, throw the magical fire rocks from the sky at me. That helps. Rosalind, you are just perpetually healing him, you bitch. There we go. And your next action is wasted, jerk. Come on. Keep attacking. Don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. How much HP has it got? Is that half? Doesn't help that Rosalind is now out of magic. I'm fairly certain that there's a item-based way that I could get her some more AP. Can't think of what it would be offhand. Seriously, how much health does this thing have? It's undying. Oh, there you go. Why didn't you do that sooner, Rosalind? I'm not trying to ignore you, Mr. Mummy. I'm trying to kill your friend, the lich. There we go. Of course she heals me when I'm... a second mummy. I believe I stated before that my initial problem with this area isn't so much that there's a lot of enemies, it's just that there's a lot of enemies and they happen to be HP sponges. And again, part of that might have been from the fact that I had, in fact, kind of been a doofus when it came to leveling up my characters. Namely that I was mostly focusing on Fleece and Joseph. Which... yeah, I was. I'll admit. But at the time, when I didn't realize... I didn't try out a whole lot of weapons with these other two characters. And playing them low level, admittedly, when trying to grind for their combos, still sucked. So, don't think it was like, oh... you're just not playing them right. No, they still sucked. So now that I'm sitting here with a level 22 Jehkar, and he's actually able to produce a lot of damage really quickly, he is disgusting. Okay, I think I just swap out to this combo. Because desperation requires me to pretty much have a lower health. Which I rather not risk having around here. Damn it, that firebolt threw me off. There we go. Actually, how much experience am I away from leveling up? Okay. Did I already see how much... 1 second. Did I already assess the mummy? I also kind of have grown to dis... yep, okay. I don't have enough. I've kind of grown to hate how the character has to pretty much stop all animations. There we go. Before that you can do anything. Like, you can't queue up stuff. You actually just have to sit there, wait to assess. Yeah, I didn't bother comboing with her because I legitimately thought to myself, okay, am I actually thinking about getting Rosalind into the thick of combat with a stick and no armor? And rational side of me is like, no, that's just stupid, don't do that. Ooh, quilted holy robe. Actually, I'll wait until at least one of these mummies are dead. Hot damn, though. Feels so good to be able to more or less plow through this area. Yes. Ooh, 240 damage. Okay, wait. Yipes. Okay, we are focusing on Mr. Lich. Because he really is a heal. Come on. Attack, please, Jehkar. Thank you. That was just a problem I had with both game ports. Just characters sitting there doing nothing. Not sure why. Of course, the animations for comboing, at the least with this weapon, holy shite. Just noticed his HP. The animation with this weapon when it comes to attacking just seems to... I don't know, sometimes it changes. Like sometimes it's just a fluid back and forth with the mace. Sometimes it's I hit, then I pause. I hit, then I pause. I hit, then I pause. Come on, hit the bastard. Yeah. I also feel like I've been hitting a lot more often in this port than the other port. I don't know. I actually feel like I'm just hitting more often. I don't know if that's true. I mean, I'm not exactly sitting here with a tally taker in order to see whether or not, oh, I missed 75% of my attacks. Well, I'm going to see if I actually am missing 75% of my attacks. Because that would be too much. Alright. There's an item over there. Ring of Mastery. Don't know if that's something I care about at the moment. It's probably not even actually identified. Ah, dang it. I was hoping to take out the lich before this. What am I doing? I keep on using my desperation attack as opposed to my just normal added blow attack. You missed. See, there I go again. Sometimes I swap between... I don't know. It's a weirdness. Weirdness that mostly happens whenever I trip someone with him. Which, yes, this mace does have the ability to just trip upon hit. Which I love. God damn it, he saw me. Damn it, there's a lich. Come here, lich. Dealing with you first. Gonna be such a right bastard about things. There are a plethora of other spells that Rosalind could be casting, by the way. She could be casting Wall of Fire, Inferno. She could be casting buff spells on me, but no. Caster support apparently doesn't mean that she goes casting those spells. Not dead yet. Sacrifice. There we go. Ah, dang it. That was my own fault. Damn, this one's a hardy one, ain't he? Never mind. Heal yourself, Jehkar. Who will help you if not yourself? Ugh. I've actually been staring at the screen for a couple of hours. And let me tell you, this is not very appealing to stare at for like God knows how many hours now. Oh no, the jewelry lady's gone now. Oh well, she'll be missed. Yeah, remember Murad? Boss fight before entering this whole shenaniganry. Turns out that he's a punk. I don't know what it is about the difference in the ports, but he's a punk in this port comparatively. Again, admittedly, I think I am higher level from when I attacked him versus the PC port. 6,940. About to say, how many attacks was this guy going to block? And now I'm out of AP. I gotta rest for a little bit. Ugh, this guy.
It won't open.
And of course. Maybe. I'm just thinking on whether or not Jehkar will end up leveling up out of here before we leave. At least once. Would be nice. Being able to wield a weapon that, according to the internet, is his most powerful. Thank you. No. Let's stop provoking every lich that I see. Just provoke the ones that are on the way to the palace. I can hit you too. Want me to keep hitting? Yeah, I'll keep hitting. Yeah. Kind of amusing that Jehkar does have these two attacks. One that heals himself, one that deals damage to himself. 4 extra damage. So in theory, I could just loop the two nigh indefinitely. In theory. Oh god. I just noticed Rosalind's in some sort of trouble. How am I gonna do this? Okay, she's attacking. Getting attacked by a mummy. See, I really just don't want to leave her with nothing but a mummy. Oh god, all that healing that she just took. Yeah, there was one thing I totally had no care about whether or not people saw that I had a shite load of, and that was the healing tonics. Because no matter what game you're playing, you're going to want a lot of healing tonics. Now I'm out of AP. Great. Rosalind, could you kindly use something effective against him? Oh, it is weak against fire and ice? Alright. See if I can't position one. Ah, dang it. Fire and ice is such a weird combination to be weak against to me. The wall of fire is just that. It is a wall. It is made of fire. As long as someone is constantly standing in it, they will be dealt damage. Oh, okay. And that's Jehkar dead. Alright. Well, this kind of blows. I think I might have ended up getting the attack directly on top of Jehkar. Can I fire arrow you until you die? No, mummies are weak against fire. Whatever you say, game. Whatever you say. Do I have enough for a revive? I don't have enough for a revive. Goddamn slow effects. This is suddenly where I wish that I had, in fact, done the smart thing. Of keeping saves. Which, by the way, really quickly, you can just kind of... can I please revive? Yes. You can actually... what's the word I'm trying to say? The car saved me. Ooh. There we go. Oh, that 4,400 really came in handy. What am I trying to say? I don't remember what I was trying to say. I was a little preoccupied with trying to not die. I'm kind of surprised that this lich didn't try to heal that bastard. Oh well. Okay. You know, I might play the smart card. Wait, am I? I'm out of saves. Jesus. I keep on forgetting. PS2 memory discs. Or memory discs. Memory cards did not have much in the way of save space. Alright, as much as I want to parade right through the travesty that is right over there, I'm gonna use these. I probably should have used these while I was in the previous area, but look at this. Even playing PS2, I know that this area is bullshit. Rosalind. Rosalind, please. Rosalind, please. Rosalind! What happened to your invisibility? You know what? I got this. Not the way that I'm pretty sure that the devs had intended for this to happen, but you know what? Screw it. Like, what is that? 3 liches, 2 mummies. It was just a whole lot of nonsense that I knew that was, no. Alright. New territory. We're finally in a new area I have not been in. This is gonna be wild. Son of a bitch. Sornahan Knights. Oh, you're new. You're new and I don't like you. Alright, let's draw this guy's ire. Come on. Heal yourself. That is not healing yourself. Oh, you're gonna die. I only have so many healing stuffs for you, lady. I like to imagine that she is just quickly drinking those potions as fast as possible as she's watching the sword come down on her face. There we go. Okay, these guys are only 800 some odd experience points, so logically that would dictate that they're not very powerful. I say as they constantly swarm the spellcaster. It's because I'm invisible, ain't it? It's because I'm invisible. What happened to that invisibility anyways? For, Rosalind. Come on. Thank you. Do this again. Can't help but wonder if there's a proper resurrection scroll. I'm gonna save really quickly. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call an episode. When we return, hey, we're finally in a new area of the game proper. It feels weird, but hey, I can't complain. Thank you, looping music. Thank you for proving my point that the PS2 version is still rather buggy. In any case, thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying my return to this. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Cheers.